ク俺たちにしかないスワッグ肩の力抜いてラックラック遊び働いて教育学
Hi, this is Lloyd Stanbury, and you're watching Papa Michigan on Artist Reasoning. Keep it locked.
Abadinga! Blessings and love, family. Welcome to another powerful edition of Artist Reasoning. Today we are diving deep into the business side of the music, the part many artists overlook until it's too late, like myself. My guest is a man who has walked both sides of the road, law and reggae, serving as a bridge between creativity and business. He's an entertainment lawyer, producer, author, and cultural advocate. The one and only Lloyd Stanbury. From advising top artists and labels to help shaping the reggae industry and educating the next generation, Lloyd has played a key role in preserving and protecting Jamaican music. So sit back, relax, and reason with us as we explore the truth behind the music business. Right here on Artist Reasoning. Welcome, my brother.
Good to be here, man.
Long time.
Long time. But it's about time.
Yeah, the last time we see you was February, reggae month, don't it?
Yeah, South Florida Reggae Month.
South Florida reggae month.
Yeah, Reggae Month get exported to Florida.
And that me realize.
Yeah, but it's going to be exported all over the world.
And they said for go, right?
Yeah, man. Definitely.
They said for go. Well, Lydie, let's dive in, because bag artists ask me a bag of question. Me can't answer it. Me know say you are the right man. So, for those who may not know, how did your journey into entertainment law and reggae begins?
Well, my journey started with me being a promoter.
What?
Yeah, the first thing I ever did was promote a show.
Why would you ever learn something new?
Yeah, man. So I promoted Sly and Robbie's 10th anniversary concert at the National Arena. That is how I got involved in the music business. As a brethren, Sly asked me and a couple of my friends to help me and Robbie celebrate their 10th anniversary.
Interesting.
By organizing a show. So we organized a show at the arena.
At the arena.
And that is how I dived into the music business
Head first.
into the deep waters, you know. Right. It was an experience doing it was an experience doing that show. A lot of people were there, you know. The show, can you imagine a show starting with Gregory Isaacs?
Wow.
First artist on stage was Gregory.
Tell me a little about it.
Yeah, so it was a show with 10 artists. Gregory, Sugar Minot, Black Uhuru, Yellow Man, Half Pint, Ainika Mosey, Dennis Brown.
What?
Yeah, that was the lineup. All backed by Sly and Robbie. And Bunny Wailer also performed on that show. That was the first thing I ever did.
So how was the experience?
Well, it was a baptism, if you want to call it that, because that is how I got involved.
Yes.
And that is how I got to meet a lot of artists, because you know I was with them in the rehearsals preparing for the show, and you know I got to get close to the artists right there and then. And after the show, I became friends with a few of them, you know, and Half Pint coincidentally had an issue at that time where Rolling Stones were, you know, they had recorded one of his songs and he needed some help to sort things out. So, you know, I dust off my legal books and I decided I was going to try and help Half Pint with that. Yeah. So that's why I combined my legal training.
Yes.
Right there and then with assisting artists with, like, that was the first thing I ever did.
The first thing you did.
Assisted him with his contract with Rolling Stones.
And you get addicted?
And well, I was addicted before that, but then I discovered that I could provide my legal expertise for the assistance of
us
artists who making the music that I love dearly, and that is how I got involved, and it just, you know, evolved from there.
So that is what inspired to combine law and music.
That is what really inspired me to combine law and music.
Because you know, those two words don't exactly mix in them.
Unfortunately, in Jamaica, they don't. but wherever you go in other parts of the world, where you have structured music industries, a lot of lawyers are involved. You know, because the music business is about law.
Yes, it is.
Because copyright it's a law.
It's law, yeah.
That sets out what the various rights are for the people who are creating music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you have the copyright law, and then you also have the contracts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that artists get into without knowing that they're getting into a contract.
We soon dive down into that. Because we can talk about music law and the business.
Yeah.
Can you have worked with numerous top reggae artists and dancehall artists? What are some of the biggest legal mistakes you see artists make?
The biggest mistake, you know, it's a general one, you know, is getting involved in relationships without sorting out the terms.
The terms.
For example, you know, you go studio and you hear a rhythm and it's so nice and you just
Jump on it.
just jump on it.
Yeah.
And you do a thing and then you leave the studio.
Yes.
And you don't have any conversation with the producer because he's a brethren. You just make a tune.
Mm-hmm.
And then the tune take off.
Mm-hmm.
And then you say, oh, you know, what are my rights? You know, how do I get compensated? So a lot of times artists get into relationships without sorting out the terms.
The terms.
Whether it be between themselves and producer or themselves and them brethren who them asked to manage them.
Yes.
You know, they don't really work out the details of the arrangement. So that's a common mistake.
A common mistake.
Yeah.
So how can they protect their rights and ensure they get a fair compensation for their works?
I think, you know, it is a bit much to ask every artist to be a music business expert.
Yes. It's hard, you know.
Because it's a very complicated, it's a complicated business.
And do all kind of things.
Right.
Hard.
So the artists should focus on the creative side of their endeavors, you know, creating, writing, rehearsing, performing.
Yes.
But they should find people they should build a team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that team should include someone who can guide them in terms of what they should do when they get into these various relationships.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how they should prepare, you know, even a simple agreement that sets out, you know, what the producer is entitled to, you know, what the artist who's recording is entitled to. You know, if it's somebody's song you're singing or covering, what are your responsibilities to that person?
It's true.
You know, so you need to have a team. And one of the persons in your team should have a little understanding about the agreements that you're going to get into and guide you. Preferably a lawyer, you know, and a lawyer who understands the music business, because entertainment law is different from criminal law, and it's different from family law. It's like, you know, if you're having a problem with a tooth, you don't go to a eye doctor.
That's true. You go to a specialist.
Right, you go to a specialist.
That's
it's the
true.
same thing for law. You know, you don't
thing.
go to a criminal lawyer, a labor lawyer, or a family lawyer if you have an entertainment issue. So ideally, you get some legal advice before you know, get into the business of music. And if you can't afford a lawyer in the early stages, find someone who has some experience.
But where would I find that person? Because someone else has some questions like that.
Yeah, there are quite a few. When I got involved, you know, there were not many lawyers around. There was just one lawyer that I could reach out to back in those olden days. But today, today there are a number of attorneys in Jamaica, you know, who are practicing entertainment law and who understand what an artist should be doing when they're getting involved in this business. So there are lawyers in Jamaica that they can reach out to. And there are experienced managers who can also guide them. And there are organizations that they can call upon, you know, whether it be JCAP, that deals with jams or jams.
All right.
They have
I like that.
bunch of information you can get from those organizations.
You're that artist? JCAP, JAMS, and all of these organizations.
They can provide good information.
Provide good information.
And go to the workshops when they are announced.
Of course, yes. Please go to the workshop when they're announced.
Yeah.
You
learn a lot.
You learn a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a slogan that, Artist Reasoning, you learn a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
So how important is it for Jamaican artists to understand publishing, royalties, and intellectual property before you sign a contract?
Publishing,
Yes.
There's a common saying, like publishing is like a pension, right? Because and publishing is all about what the songwriters are entitled to. Publishing is about songwriting.
Like myself.
Right.
And maybe you.
And it's a pension because songs continue to earn.
Yes.
Even after an artist has passed.
Yes.
The song continues to play, and from being played, that's where most of the publishing income is generated. Yeah. So it is one of the most important parts of the business of music. And it's the part of the business that people pay the least attention to, I find, and understand the least about.
Wow.
So when you hear the word publishing, you should try to understand what it means. And what it really means is that when you write a song, and a song is made up of words and music, you need to understand that as well.
Yes.
So the person who writes the words is a songwriter, and the person who composes the music, or the beat, or the rhythm, or what we want to call it. That's what we call it. They're also writing. And these are the persons that are entitled to songwriting royalties.
Yes.
Commonly referred to as publishing royalties. People like to say, boy, I don't want anybody to take on my publishing, I want to hold on to my publishing. They love to say that, but they don't know exactly what to do to hold on to and protect their publishing rights. Yeah. So it's a very important part of the business because it never stops earning.
Yes.
Even after you're gone, your grandkids can still
be earn
from the songs that you wrote. Because when you write a song and it goes out there, and 50 years, 30 years later, superstar artists decide to sing your song.
Publishing.
They are collected, yes.
Publishing.
Yes. So the more people that perform your song, the more money that comes to you, which is why people say it's their pension. So you have to protect it. And they don't pay a lot of attention to that aspect of the business.
I know the question has a lot of side with royalties and intellectual property, but because but I just want to ask you. So if an artist asks me, if somebody sing over their song, right? How do they go about it?
Okay, so one of the first things you do as a songwriter is become a member of what is referred to as a collection society, like JCAP. Is a Jamaican collection society for songwriters.
Yes.
And what these societies do is they monitor the use of your song when it is performed publicly. Yeah. So they're the ones who would collect if someone records your song and it is being played in New Zealand. There's a system in place where through JCAP, the money that is due to you because someone records your song and it is being played elsewhere outside of Jamaica, it comes through that system to JCAP and it gets to you, but you have to be a member.
You have to be a member.
And that is one aspect of what you're going to earn. There are other avenues through which you will earn that don't necessarily flow through JCAP, but JCAP can also advise you as to how to deal with those other aspects of your songwriting earnings. So if you don't have representation through a collection society, there's no way to monitor what's going on all over the world, including when someone covers their song. So it is very important to become a member of a collection society.
So PRS, you go talk to PRS,
or
BMI, you talk to
BMI, or ASCAP,
you go talk.
or JCAP. I love to promote JCAP.
Yeah, we probably
a lot of our songwriters skip past JCAP and go to BMI and ASCAP and PRS.
No, it's because PRS was before.
True.
That's the only reason
Understood,
why.
But we need to support our local institutions.
Support JCAP.
Yeah, we need to, so that they can. The more members they have, And the members are the ones who really govern the organization. If you don't like the board, then you get a group of members and change the board. We don't stay on the outside and say, boy, the board,
not right.
You don't like the board, not right. You don't like the board,
Come on board.
come on board and get some of your fellow songwriters to change the board.
And change the board.
Because it's your organization.
I agree with that.
Yeah? So I would advocate supporting the local organizations, JCAP, JAMS, and all the other organizations that have been formed in Jamaica to represent artists.
I agree with that.
Support them.
Yeah.
Make them better.
All right. Make them better.
Yeah.
So let me ask you now, what role do lawyers and managers really play in helping artists build long-term careers?
The main role that the lawyer would play is to assist the artist and the producer, and the manager to put in place the right types of agreements, guide them as to how to protect their rights by registering their copyrights if they need to, by becoming members of the collection societies. Just provide them with guidance. Just provide them with the guidance that they need to ensure that when their works generate income, it actually comes to them. Because a lot of times, people they record and their recordings are out there. That's the most common complaint.
Yes.
And that's the most common question that I get. Well, Mr. Stanbury, I make a song 1976 or 1980 with X producer and it's everywhere and I don't get a penny all now.
Wow.
I hear that every day.
Every day.
From artists.
Big names too.
Big names too. They record the songs get put out and they don't get anything from it. But a lot of times it's because they never really did anything.
Wow.
So you record, you have rights, but if you don't take the necessary steps, the money not going to reach your bank account. There are things you have to do.
Right.
To ensure that the rights that you have, when they generate revenues, the revenues walk into your bank account.
Yes.
Yeah, because sometimes it will walk and end up somewhere else.
Yes, and we don't want that.
Or someone who knows a little bit more than you lead it down an alley and collect the money.
Yeah, time to me when we were younger.
So you have to take care of it.
Yes, and we have to change that.
Yeah.
All right. So reggae has gone global, but sometimes Jamaican doesn't seem to get the full credit. What's your view on cultural ownership and protecting reggae as a Jamaican brand?
Let me put it this way. I think reggae is a gift from Jamaica to the world. That is how I see reggae. Yeah? But a lot of people talk about people stealing reggae from us.
Every day.
Right? But I think we have abandoned reggae. We Jamaicans. Yes, I think we have.
It's a Messiah.
We have abandoned it. We have abandoned it, and others from other countries who see the value in it, take it up. Just like how we abandoned ska. We don't have one ska band in Jamaica.
I agree.
But there are hundreds of ska bands around the world.
Well said. Right? You're right. No, you're right with that.
We're doing the exact same thing right now as we speak with reggae. Because a whole lot of people in Jamaica say, dancehall take over the place.
Wow.
Right? But outside of Jamaica, there are tons of artists playing reggae. There are tons of people showing up at concerts and festivals to watch reggae being performed by non-Jamaicans. So we have abandoned reggae in Jamaica in the very same way that we abandoned ska. But reggae is alive.
Wow.
And well, reggae
is not
dead.
It's not dead.
And reggae can't dead. Right? And Jamaican people need to understand that we have abandoned it. And others have taken it up because they see the value in it. And it is a global music, as you just said.
Global.
Everybody wants it.
Everybody.
So it's out there. And we just gave up on it. So we need to just shut up and hold the corner because we are the ones who have abandoned the music
Yes. So we need to take
and
it up.
embraced. There's nothing wrong with evolving, you know, because that's how we have always been, right?
Mhm.
The mentor and the ska and the rocksteady and the reggae and the dancehall. Nothing at all is wrong with that.
Yes.
That is how we've always been.
Mm.
But don't throw away things that we create and originate.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
We should never throw away ska.
Never.
Because all kinds of ska bands are. There are festivals that only do ska. There are
Man.
ska festivals. Jamaica doesn't even have one ska band.
You hear that?
And
You hear
I
that,
said
people?
it a couple years ago, you know, that we can reach the point where we don't have a reggae band either.
I don't think that will happen.
I hope not.
I don't think so.
I hope not.
Because we still have the young soldiers. and
Yeah, we have a
warriors
lot of
working.
young soldiers holding
Yeah,
it
them holding it.
and,
Yeah.
and doing the work, but
Mhm.
you know, we have to be careful, you know, we have to pay attention to it.
Can we talk about education and development?
Yeah.
Because you helped start the Reggae Open University. What was your vision behind that?
Well, the reggae, I'm not sure if you're referring, there's an event within Reggae Month,
Yes.
yeah, that is referred to as Reggae Open University.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Reggae Month is what gave birth to that and a number of other things. Reggae Month is an initiative that I was integrally involved in getting started. And the idea behind it is to focus
Mm-hmm.
on this music and celebrate it. We should always celebrate it and we should always focus on it right throughout the year.
February.
Exactly. We
Yes.
should always do that. But it is also good to have a period of time where there's some dedicated effort to educate, enlighten, and celebrate this thing that we have created, that we have given to the world, and bring the world to Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
That's the idea behind it. Bring the world to Jamaica to celebrate with us.
I like that.
Yeah? That was the concept of Reggae Month.
Yeah.
You know? And within that, you have various activities, including what became Reggae Open University.
Open University.
Where people sit down and reason
Yes.
about all aspects of the business of reggae,
Mm-hmm.
you know, whether it be creative, business related
Yes.
stuff, and so on. So that's the concept behind Reggae Month and the Reggae Open University that is a part of the Reggae Month
I like that.
celebrations. And as I said earlier, you know, the concept of Reggae Month has now, which is the whole idea because it's a global thing, has now moved outside of Jamaica. You know, last time you buck up was Reggae Month South Florida.
South Florida. That's
And
true.
that is growing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to have Reggae Month, you know, London
New York,
and
all over.
And, yeah, where we focus on celebrating the thing and educating the youth.
I like that. I like that. So you think this should be a part of the curriculum for young artists to know the music, education, and the business?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I will always refer to School's Challenge Quiz.
Yes.
Where a question was asked about the origin of reggae, and a high school student said Trinidad.
Trinidad?
Yes.
You're kidding me, right?
No, I'm not kidding you. If you go Google and search, you will find a recording of that
A
particular
prison
school
work that, you
challenge.
know, them trying to lock up him.
So yes, we need to educate the youths about the music.
Yes.
So that, because that way the young people will understand the value there is in our musical culture. So it should be a part of
the curriculum.
Absolutely.
I think so too.
Absolutely. And not just the music, but the people who inspired the music, from Marcus Garvey right through. You know, we need to make that connection because most of our music was inspired by, you know, the teachings of Marcus Garvey, Haile Selassie, our curiosity about which part we come from.
Yes.
Africa.
Yeah, we need.
So it should be taught within that context.
I agree.
So that the young people understand the importance, the value of this music.
Yes.
And how much it has contributed
to the world.
To the world. Yeah, absolutely necessary that we have that as a part of
the curriculum.
Which is one of the reasons why I wrote this book.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote a book 10 years ago, called Reggae Roadblocks, which I'm currently updating and making it into an audio book. Because we don't like the reading.
Tell us about that.
We don't like the reading thing in Jamaica.
Enough of us.
Right.
But some of us, like myself, we love reading. Right.
So I'm converting Regular Roadblocks as we speak
into an audio book. Yes.
To commemorate the 10th anniversary of the first publication. It was first published in 2015.
Yes.
So this year is 10 years.
10 years anniversary.
Since it was done. So yeah, for those who don't want to read, can't read.
We'll have it for you, so if you listen.
Yeah, we're gonna, get it into your phone and sit down and listen.
You need to do a splash about that, make people
No, absolutely.
know.
No. Once it is ready and it is out there, there's gonna be a campaign to make people aware of it.
Yes. If I'm around, in this place, I would love to be a part of that.
Yeah.
So, what advice would you give the next generation of artists coming up in this digital streaming era?
Get digital.
That is the same thing. The same thing Julius Garvey said yesterday.
Plain and simple. A lot of people are scared, afraid of AI.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Right? You have no choice. Right? It's just like any other technology. It's scary at first, but you have no choice.
No choice.
You need to embrace it, and you need to know how to use it. Don't let it use you. Which is what is happening to a lot of people. They're being used by AI. And AI actually telling them things that don't really go so. And they're going with it.
Yes.
So don't allow AI to use you. You should use AI.
Yeah.
And what you put in it is what you're gonna get out. But it is very useful.
Yeah.
It is also very dangerous.
Very.
Yeah. Because it can make what you and I are doing right now.
Yeah.
They can turn it.
Yes.
Totally around.
Yes.
Someone can use what we have just done.
Yeah.
And represent it out there to the public, saying the opposite.
Yes.
Projecting the opposite of what we are discussing here.
Yes.
So, we have to be aware of the dangers of AI, because you have bad actors out there, who will utilize it to distort things, to propagate lies, to fool up people, basically.
Yes.
But you can't avoid it. So you have to just get digital and make the best use of not just AI, but all the digital tools that are out there that will enable you to get your business done more efficiently. And that's what it does. I use these tools, but they're very helpful.
Yeah.
You just need to understand how to flex with them, and take advantage of all digital technologies. And you have to know how to swim down the stream. Because that's where it is at right now. Nobody's not buying any. Well, I should not say that, because vinyl has had a resurgence for a few years now. The volumes of sales in vinyl keeps going up every year.
Yes.
Which is a good thing. But streaming is what's happening. That is how your music is being consumed.
Yes.
So you have to understand how the streaming world works. And ensure that you are a part of it, and you can get your product properly placed on the various platforms and promoted. Yeah.
Artists, you hear that? Work with AI.
You have to.
Guys, it will work you.
Exactly. Don't make AI work you. You need to work it.
Of course. I'm glad you cleared that, because I went somewhere the other day and this guy tell me some foolishness. And he might tell me about Bob Marley. And I said, listen, man, I was up at Bob. And back when we did One Love Jam Down, when Channel 1 have 16 track, Bob have whole it more track,
Same thing.
and them send down a guy named Chow, so just in case the equipment go wrong, he's the one to fix it. So me tell him, say, if Bob they run, Bob I use Pro Tools and all them things, they kind of make him life easier.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
must know
You
rough
have to
stuff.
move with the technology.
Analog,
you
me
know?
say, you don't know where you're going, man. You have to move it where you're going.
Yeah, you have to move with the technology, and it doesn't take away from your creativity in any way. You know,
Yes.
you can fuse your creativity with the technology, and it works.
Of course.
And if you use it appropriately, it makes you more
It
efficient.
works for you.
More efficient.
It works for you, honestly.
Yeah.
So, in the next 10 years, honestly, how you see reggae and dancehall?
It's hard to predict anything in this world today. Not just reggae and
When you
dancehall.
see it a move, you see it a move.
It's hard to predict anything, but I have fears. I would rather look at it as fears that I have.
Yes.
You know, because, and I'm speaking as a Jamaican person who love my music and culture dearly. Yeah?
Yeah.
That is what makes me feel proud.
Yes.
Right? I have fears that we, as a country, and the country of Jamaica is not just in Jamaica, the island. Right? And
Diaspora.
yes, and there's something that, you know, we have arguments about all the time. I'm hoping that the Jamaicans at home and the Jamaicans
Abroad.
will see themselves as the same Jamaicans.
Thank you very much.
Right? Because all barriers broke down. No use up some of your lyrics now.
I'm glad, man. I'm glad. Barriers broke down.
Long time.
Yes.
We don't have geographic barriers anymore because of the same technology.
Yes.
We live in one country.
Yes.
Yeah? So Jamaica needs to take advantage of the fact that we have our people spread all over the globe. We need to see that as an asset and something that we should work with. And I'm hoping that in the next 10 years, we will seriously move in that direction.
Yes.
Yeah? And take advantage of the fact that we have a Jamaican man and in every country.
Yes.
And in the markets that we're trying to export our culture,
yes,
the reason why the markets are receptive to our culture is because Jamaicans went there and said, boy, you have to eat a patty, you know, and you have to eat some jerk chicken, and you have to come and dance and listen to a sound system. The Jamaicans who left Jamaica
bring
took
the culture
into those spaces and made Jamaica big.
Yeah.
So we're being very silly.
Yes.
By I go to Jamaica man say, boy, you run where? Run go where? You know, it's ridiculous.
Jamaica that anywhere we go to Jamaica.
You know, I saw someone, I was in Jamaica last week and I saw someone that I've known for many years in the bank. And I said, hi. And the person looked at me and said, what are you doing here? So those are the kinds of things that we need to break down over the next 10 years.
Next 10 years.
Yeah, this ridiculous thing that's going on where Jamaicans at home see themselves as being separate and apart from the Jamaicans who are in the diaspora, who are making Jamaica work. Just like how they're making Jamaica work. Yeah, so we need to come together, work together over the next 10 years.
That's a good answer. Good answer.
Yeah, that's what I would like to see.
That's what you'd like to see.
Yeah.
No, my question now. If there's one thing you could change in the reggae industry, one thing about the reggae industry, what would it be?
There's one thing that I could change. That's a difficult one, you know.
Yeah, you could change about the music industry.
As it relates to Jamaica.
Yes. I want to
no. The one thing that I would love to see change is the attitude that a lot of the creative people. And I know some people not going to like what I say right
More
now.
you say what?
Right.
If I the truth, more
Is
you
it from
say.
the Rastafari community?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna speak to that. You know, this concept that Rastafari don't deal with structure and don't sign contracts because people still hold on to those things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is not what Marcus Garvey represents. That is not what Haile Selassie represents either.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, both of those persons represent structure.
Yes.
Yeah, and organization.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so for Rastafari to be suggesting, as it relates to our music, that boy them now sign a contract and
Ignorance.
ignorance. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is counter to what Haile Selassie represent,
Yes.
counter to what Marcus Garvey represent.
Yes.
Because Marcus Garvey was all about structured business.
Of course.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
why I'm starting shipping company.
Yes.
That's why I'm teach and
And his
write
newspaper.
and his newspaper to
And the
educate.
UNIA.
Yes, that's what it was all about.
Mm-hmm.
So, the next thing that I don't like
Mm-hmm.
is this concept, which is changing. That women must stay far from the bingy. When Naya Bingi is a woman.
Nabing is a woman.
Naya Bingi from
Yeah.
Eastern Africa
Yeah.
is a group of women warriors.
Talk about that.
Right?
Talk about that.
Yes.
Nayabingi.
Yes, that is the origin of Nyabingi in Eastern Africa. Women who used to come together and fight and agitate and advocate for the freedom of African people from colonial powers. It's a woman movement.
Nayabingi.
Yes. Yet in Jamaica, there is a thing why women can't come out of bingy. That a change still.
Yeah.
You know? We need to understand our history,
Yes.
you know, and don't get it twisted.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's another thing that I like to say. That is changing. But the most important thing to me is the attitude of a lot of people within the Rastafari movement. Their attitude towards structured business
Mm-hmm.
needs to change.
Wow.
That does not reflect the teachings of either Haile Selassie or Marcus Garvey.
Marcus Garvey. Structure, business.
Yeah.
Yes, I totally agree with that. But now you're saying if you go start, go read now about Nyabingi.
Go and check out Nyabingi, where Nyabingi come from.
Where Nyabingi come from.
Yeah.
I have to check this out.
You need to check it out.
Now, do you want to speak about anything with the government and the music and how you see things? Because I mean,
I want to. Yesterday, the Minister of Culture tabled in Parliament.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday being what, Tuesday?
Yes, it was.
Was the 7th?
Yes, the
of
7th.
October, right?
7th of October.
The Minister of Culture tabled in Parliament what they call a green paper about cultural and creative industry, entertainment, culture, and creative industries policy.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that people have been talking about for years in Jamaica, that we do not have a policy, a government policy on the development of the cultural and creative industries in Jamaica. Yeah. So yesterday, after maybe 2 decades of waiting and agitating, it finally, there is a process for these things to be implemented, you know, through government.
Through government.
So they have tabled this document in the Parliament. You'll see it in the news. And it is a comprehensive document outlining the policy of the government over the next 10 years, 2025 to 2035, to deal with the cultural and creative industries in Jamaica. Kudos to the government for making that move. You know, I mean, it's long overdue, but at least better late than never. So we are there. What that means, you know, is that persons like yourself, myself, who are involved in that area,
Yes.
we now have the opportunity to look at that document
Mhm.
and say, boy, we think something get left out,
Mhm.
or we think this should be done a different way,
Mhm.
and the government's approach should be different. A lot of people love to say, when it comes to the music industry, we don't want a government in the music. People love to say that,
Yes.
the government not trying to run in. The government should not be trying to compete with people in the music industry. Should not.
Yes.
Not saying that they're not competing. So I agree with that.
Yeah.
But like any other industry, yeah, government has a responsibility to put in place the infrastructure, what I'm called enabling environment. They love to use these words.
Mhm.
To allow people to grow and thrive within any particular industry. They've done it for tourism, they do it for agriculture.
Mhm.
They're now saying that the cultural and creative industries should be one of the main drivers
Mhm.
of the Jamaican economy. We don't know that long time,
Yes.
right? So yes, the government has a role to play, because the government, they are the ones who will set up the laws, make sure that the laws are up to date to
Mhm.
protect people.
Yes.
They are the ones who are supposed to assist with putting in place the right kind of facilities for educating
Yes.
people.
Mhm.
So there are various ways in which governments can help. Governments all over the world assist with funding people to
Mhm.
get their business started.
Mhm.
So these are some of the ways in which government can and should be involved. Government shouldn't be a promoter,
No.
and government shouldn't have a recording studio,
No.
right? Government needs to leave that alone.
Yes.
And let the artists and the promoters do that.
Mhm.
Facilitate them.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's a role for the government.
There's a role for
And
the government.
hopefully, through this policy document, we will see the path made clear for the government to play its role.
Mhm.
But we have to read that document, and that is where we are now.
Yes.
And when you table that document in Parliament, it's for the public now to say, "Boy, we don't like that part of it,
Yes.
and we think you leave out this part, and enough not in there about Rasta."
Mhm.
Right? So if enough not is in there about Rasta, they need to fix that.
Yes.
Right? We have to tell them.
Mhm.
You can't have a cultural policy and Rasta,
No, you're not.
the fine print.
You're not a fan. That's true.
That can't work.
That can't work.
Right? So we have to open our eyes and look at the thing and say, no man, this needs to be highlighted some more. Those kinds of things need to happen now.
Yes.
And we have the opportunity to do it.
Sounds good. You hear that, people? Artists, listen what is going on.
Yeah.
Let me publicly say that you have managed our book for us, Michigan and Smiley.
Mhm.
Back in the days along, at that time, they were Jack Radix and some more.
Yeah.
You did an excellent job. How long now you've been in the business, honestly?
Is that you too?
Guys, a long time you've been
trying
running up.
you're trying to call out me.
No, I have been in.
You haven't taken over birth certificate.
No, but your legacy is excellent.
I started in the music business in the early 80s.
Early 80s.
Yeah, when I was 2 years old.
I believe you. Yeah, I believe you.
I've been involved for a while.
For a while, I'm telling you. And your name is everywhere. Everybody want to talk to you. I don't know how many tentacles you have.
Yeah.
Or you do it. And you work with so much different artists.
Over time, because it's a long time, so I've worked with people over time, a number of different artists, producers,
Mm-hmm.
and organizations. A lot of the organizations that I've mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
I was instrumental in the formation of JCAP. I was on the first board of directors of JCAP. I was instrumental in the formation of Jams.
Jams too?
Yeah, I was instrumental in the formation of Reggae Month. I was right there when IRFM started.
Mm.
Yeah, I was the vice chairman of IRFM.
Oh, yeah.
And there are other things that I've been doing. So it's not just the artists.
Yes.
I work with the artists, but also work with organizations,
Mhm.
because organizations are necessary for any music industry to thrive. You know,
Yes.
you need a good union, you need good collection societies,
Mhm.
you need strong jarias and other organizations for the thing to work.
For the
And the
thing to work.
artists and the other players in the industry need to support these organizations rather than stay outside and cuss them.
Wow.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And they say, don't cuss the board, get on board.
Get on board.
I like that
You like
slogan.
it. Don't
Yes,
cuss the
don't cuss
board.
the board, get on board.
Get on board.
And if you don't like the board, change the board.
Yeah.
But don't stay on the outside and criticize these organizations. Many of them, people are volunteering their time, you know,
Yes.
to try and make the thing work. You
Trying to
know,
make the thing work.
we need to do a better job at supporting
And
them.
support it. Is there anything that you'd like to put into this that we have not touched?
Someone posted something the other day. I want to repeat it. Don't let reggae become a souvenir.
Wow. Wow.
That is what hurts my heart the most.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if Jamaica allows reggae to become an artifact, a souvenir, something that we go and visit in the museum,
Mm-hmm. Not good.
don't let that happen to reggae. We have made it happen to ska.
Rocksteady.
I hear you. I'm happy to see the young soldiers out there,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to big them up, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because they're fighting against serious odds inside of Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But I'm happy that there are a lot of young soldiers out there making the music same way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, support them,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
That's true.
and let more of them feel welcome to join that army.
Yes.
We can't stop that fight.
Stop that fight.
Yeah.
So if ones want to get in touch with you, how can they do that? I know you have your podcast. You want to talk about that?
Just go in your gadget and put Lloyd Stanbury in Google.
So that's a keyword, Lloyd Stanbury. That's a keyword,
Right.
and everything will come up.
And you'll find all of my social media pages, platforms, whatever you want to call them. It's just my name, you know, Lloyd Stanbury. So if you place that, whatever you use, you know. Well, on TikTok, I just joined TikTok because I was forced to.
That's
by
all right.
by the young people
Sometimes
around.
we have
The
to-
young people
we have to
around me
force.
say, boy, yeah, so over there named Stanny.
Stanley,
yeah,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
but that's what people call me from school, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
I was
otherwise,
speaking about the purple and fit.
no. Before Purple School,
Which one?
from primary school,
From
I was
primary
called
school,
Stanny
Stanley?
as in Stanbury. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So that's my name on TikTok. But all other platforms is like Stanbury.
Okay.
You know, so that's the easiest way to find me
Yeah.
in the social media space.
The keyword Lloyd Stanbury.
Yeah.
Do you at any time get vocal and speak on this on the any of these platform that people can?
I do a lot of what I'm doing here now,
Yes.
you know, with various persons.
Yeah.
First time talking to an artist, actually. Most of the people I talk to are media.
Media.
Yeah, so this was good.
Oh, this was good.
Very good.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
10.
10?
10 and a half.
10 and a half. You hear that?
It was very good. It was very good because
yes.
it's good to, you know,
Mm-hmm.
have the dialogue with someone who is coming from in the trenches.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's good to have the conversation. But yeah, so there are a number of interviews that I've done. Once I'm done with the audiobook,
Yes.
I intend to use that because the book has 12 chapters in it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I intend to create, you know, podcasts surrounding each chapter
Mm-hmm.
and start that rolling out there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
We would
Look out
love
for that.
we would love to be a part of it when you reach that bridge because iron sharpened iron
yeah, man, for sure. For
and it
sure.
belongs to us.
Yeah.
You belong to us, you belong to our industry. It's nice when I speak to the industry, you know.
Yeah.
More relaxing and you can relate.
Yeah.
And Lloyd, it's a pleasure having you on board.
No, same here, you know, and I have to big you up for this initiative, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing a couple of the episodes and I say, yeah, good move.
Yes.
Yeah, man, I have to big you up on that.
You know why I do it? Thank you very much. But you know why I do this? Well, with you right now, because I have so many friends in the music industry and I ask them so many questions.
Yeah.
This will answer a lot of their questions.
Yeah.
So they might get it from them peers. So they might know if Mitch do it, this works.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you come on board, and I'm really listen, people. Let me tell you something. We're gonna give thanks to this legendary Lloyd Stanbury for coming on board here. So, and do we have the right to put this out? And we need the rights.
They will check below. Absolutely, you have the right to put this out. Yeah.
All right.
As long as you share it with me.
Oh man.
Absolutely, you have the right to put this out.
Because we're gonna need it again, you know.
Yeah, man.
This is the legal part. Because you have some parts where you need to just tell some people
definitely
exactly how you feel about certain things.
Yeah.
All right. So we give thanks to the legendary Lloyd Stanbury for sharing his wisdom and experience with us today. The message is clear. Talent alone isn't enough. Every artist must learn the business, protect their rights, and value their creativity just as much as their performances. Remember, knowledge is power, and the reason was all about empowering the culture. I am Papa Michigan, and you've been watching Artiste Reasoning. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share these vibes. Until next time, stay inspired, stay uplifted, and keep the music alive. One love, Lady, you're the man.
Yeah, man. Good to be here with you. Yeah,
man. Respect.
Yeah, man. Give thanks and praise to the Most High Jah. Enough love to each and everyone I want to tune into Artiste Reasoning. With Papa Michigan. But thanks for listen, thanks for stay. One love listen from yard to far away. Knowledge we share, uplift every day. Artiste Reasoning, me say we pave a way. But thanks for listen, thanks for stay. One love listen from yard to far away. Knowledge we share, uplift every day. Artiste Reasoning, me say we pave a way. Big up the real ones who love the culture, the roots, the message, and the power of a voice. Every week we come together for reason.